throw this ahead then, Ali. Who should be the next man in?
Well, there's obviously a good few candidates, Darryl. You know, the obvious ones you're speaking about would be David Moyes, and people are looking back. And I just think they have to take their time. They've got to take their time. They will take their time. I think Stuart Regan's more or less said that. There's no rush. Malky's been appointed interim.
There's going to be a thinking group, it sounds like.
Right, I get
the
that,
game.
but they have to get the decision right. But the most important thing is, I don't think the key thing, honest to God, here is the manager. I think we have 2 or 3, you know, manager of great potential that could take the job, and I include Davy Moyes and people like that in it. But it's the players, you know. You
don't think those players are good enough to get to major finals as it stands?
Well, do you know something? They're not.
A manager can change things, though, Alan. Look at Brendan Rodgers at Celtic. A manager can change things. Look at Michael O'Neill and other teams.
Well, absolutely. See, there's absolutely no doubt about it. But the players clearly aren't good enough.
Because how are the Northern Irish players good enough? How are the Irish players good enough?
I'll tell you right now, because they're better than us.
The Icelandic players.
Well, Iceland beat England comfortably in the last champ. You're talking about a good team. Iceland are a good team. Scotland are not a good team. Iceland qualified for France the Euros, and they've now qualified for the World Cup. So that would indicate they're doing something right.
If you were picking a squad, player for player, you'd pick the Icelandic players, the Irish players, Northern Irish players, more of them in a squad than the Scottish.
Quite possibly, yeah. Would
really?
You not?
No.
You don't think straight away, and it's not singling 2 people out. The centre backs we've got Berra and Mulgrew. Do you think Johnny Evans and Macaulay are better 2 centre backs?
Well, then, okay, I get that. Right, striker-wise. Let's talk striker-wise then. Lee Griffiths. Would you take Lafferty over Griffiths?
In the Euros, I would have. In the Euro campaign. And the European champions. Kyle Lafferty scored all the goals it got. I'm absolutely serious.
Look at that. Kyle Lafferty over Lee Griffiths.
Not right now. Listen, I didn't say that.
We're talking about the here and now.
I didn't say that.
You did.
No, I didn't. You asked me if I would take Kyle Lafferty over Griffiths. At this moment in time, no. But who got Northern Ireland to France? I'll show you the goals. Kyle Lafferty scored the vast majority of Northern Ireland's goals because he was in a rich vein of form.
Gordon Strachan.
He's not at this particular time in the same class as Griffiths, right? But the fact of the matter is, Kyle Lafferty's goals went a long way to Northern Ireland qualifying. They've got Steve Davis in the middle of the park, who's one of the best midfielders in the country. They've got 2 centre backs.
Brown, Kieran Tierney, Andy Robertson.
You would take Scott Brown before Steve Davis?
Yeah, would you? Absolutely.
Let me ask you this. What you're all saying, though, is Michael O'Neill has done a fantastic job. I wonder if the SFA are just buying some time here to see if Northern Ireland make the World Cup. Would Michael O'Neill take the job? Do you think you know him well?
I think it's a little bit disrespectful to be talking about someone in a job.
Let's be disrespectful for me.
Why is that disrespectful,
who's got a huge playoff coming up. He has turned football upside down in our country.
Let's say that doesn't go well, though, Stephen. If it doesn't go well, he doesn't make the World Cup.
He's still done an unbelievable job. Michael will decide whether he wants to go on.
Would he be a good Scotland manager?
I have no idea.
He'd be on the radar.
He's a very good Northern Ireland manager, which is the most important thing.
He would be on the radar. I think if you look at the Icelandic team, and I'm an Englishman and we got well smashed by Iceland, but it's obviously a painful memory. But one of the managers of the team was Lars Lagerbäck.
Yeah.
Now, I like his name anyway, with a lager in it. Same as I'd have Oliver Bierhoff as well as a manager, but that's a separate issue. But Lagerbäck has experience of getting teams out of groups into major tournaments.
What about Sam Allardyce? Available.
Why not? Why not?
He would like nothing better, in my opinion, than to come north of the border, get Scotland qualified for a major tournament, and stick 2 fingers up at the FA down south, Darryl. And do you know what he is? He's a firefighter. He is an organiser. Why not?
But also, if you're levelling a criticism at Gordon Strachan, he didn't pick enough players who are based in Scotland, didn't watch enough games. Why not go with someone who knows the players inside out up here, like a Derek McInnes?
Yep.
Derek would certainly be on the radar. If they're going to interview 3, 4, 5 candidates, Derek would have to be one. With the success that he's had at Aberdeen, I think the manager has to be someone who is probably punched above the weight with a team, whether it's international, whether it's club, who, that shows you can motivate, you can get players going, you can organise them, but you can win.
So
that has to be the track record.
And he's backing Michael O'Neill.
No, Michael's happy with it.
Just said
virtually all the managers that we talked about here, apart from Lars Lagerbäck, hasn't got teams out of the groups. If you're looking at is that a criteria that the SFA will look at, and someone that can do that and get together a team of no hope, as apparently Iceland were, and make them a good team?
We could talk on all this all night long, couldn't we? The SFA, of course, have got their committee together and they're going to try and find the right man. Let's hope they do. Right.